Hello everybody, welcome back to Cupid's Tarot. Today we will be going over your 2022 challenge, right? For the year 2022, what will be your challenge? I want to clarify that this doesn't necessarily have to be a problem. This doesn't have to be something that's an issue, but more so, what will be your main focus during the year 2020? What will be your driving force, I guess, right? What's going to be happening in 2022 that you will likely be putting most of your attention in? Of course, as all things with tarot, time is fluid. And it's relative. That's what I meant to say. So things can change. What I pull out in this reading could change between now and January 1st. Also, what is it? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, just take these messages as they resonate. Future readings are always quite interesting because there's not really much you can base it on, except you just kind of have to see how they play out. But I would love to see how some of these messages do resonate with you guys, and I just hope that it gives you a little insight and direction going into this new year. So let's just get into the readings. But before I do that, I do want to say that if you are loving this channel, please go ahead and click that like button and ring that notification bell. Also, if you are interested in private readings, I offer them. I am open for private readings right now. So if you would like one, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box. That will lead you right to my website where you can book a reading, or you can send me an email, and I'm pretty sure that is in multiple places on this channel. So go ahead, check that out if you're interested, and drum rolls into the groups. So group 1 will be this selenite. Group 2 will be this blue one. I forgot what this is. I got it a long time ago and just forgot what this was. If I remember correctly, it started with an L, but if you know what this is, please let me know in the comments. I would have Googled, but I'm in a rush, or I was when I was setting up. And this is a clear quartz for group 3. All right. As always, I have a picture inserted so that you can pause the video and meditate on which group belongs to you. And all timestamps for those groups are in the description box below. Can't wait to see what you're reading. Hi, group 1. You've chosen this selenite crystal. I'm just taking some deep breaths. I just took a shot of whiskey. And I'm ready to get into your reading, group 1. Do you like to drink? Group 1. What is your 2022 challenge? What will group 1 be facing in 2022, Spirit? You have 3 of Swords. We have 5 of Swords. have the Fool. Oh, Six of Wands. And then we have the Fool here at the bottom of the deck. So let me be right back. I need something. Give me 1 second. All right, group 1. Sorry, I had to, this is a little tea about me. When I do readings, I like to smell eucalyptus. So my little sage sticks have eucalyptus in them. I have this eucalyptus lotion that I like to put on my hands. And it really does help calm my mind, you know, aromatherapy. And this is actually the aromatherapy brand, but aromatherapy in general is just, for some reason, that scent really just helps me out. But yeah, the first thing I picked up on here is it's like, for those of you in group 1, you have this tendency to prove yourself, right? To try to prove yourself. This could manifest as you wanting to have the last word. I'm seeing with this Five of Swords. This could be you constantly challenging people or situations because you feel like you have to, right? With this Three of Swords here, I know that this could stem from possibly this could be an inner child wound. I'm not saying that specifically, but with this Three of Swords, I do know that this does stem from some type of past hurt that you had, where you didn't feel seen or you didn't feel heard, or you were challenged before in the past, or just made to feel less than, right? There's this pain it kind of looks like you're overcompensating for, and so another way this could manifest for some of you is constantly holding on to connections that don't serve you or make you unhappy, because it's almost like you have to prove yourself that it can work, right? It's not necessarily to prove to the other person, but maybe just to prove to yourself that you can make something work. I feel like your challenge next year, and we are going to get more cards, but I feel like your challenge for 2022 will be learning how to let go of this, right? And when I see this Five of Swords, I see somebody learning that not everything has to be resolved, right? Not every difficult situation is going to end with a resolved outcome, right? Sometimes with the Five of Swords, nobody wins. There is no closure, right? Everybody just has to walk away with what they have and just deal with it. You know what I mean? And not to say that with the Five of Swords, it represents something unsolvable, but it does represent to me, in a lot of ways, a conflict that is not straightforward, right? A conflict, especially with people, where everyone feels justified, right? And so it can really be just a agree to disagree type of thing. And so I feel like that's where your focus, or one of the challenges, like I said, that you'll have to face is learning how to just let things be. If things, you know what I'm saying, like, you might feel like you've been wronged, but the other person might feel like they did nothing to you. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like you have to learn how to heal without this closure, how to heal without that resolution. You know what I mean? How to move forward with the Six of Wands, move forward with optimism, despite things not necessarily playing out how you want them to play out. Move forward despite how others may perceive you or the situation, right? Three of Swords, it's indicative of heartbreak. It's not always about heartbreak, though. It's about healing, right? It's about pain that needs to be healed. It's about a need to heal, right? Emotionally. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be in situations that don't serve you right now. Or you're just mentally holding on to situations that have already passed, right? Some of you could be thinking about them and what you could have said or what you should have done or what you should do. You should hit them up. You should go and tell them how you know, and whatever that is. I feel like this is very vague, but I'm going to pull more cards. But with this Fool here, it's telling me that you're going to find next year how to truly move on with a sense of positivity, right? You're gonna figure out next year, or that's your challenge, to figure out how to best move forward with optimism. You know what I'm saying? Hope, right? Getting your hope back. I also think this is very mental. It's very much about knowing that you can always start over. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you could be in a situation, or you were in a situation that wasn't great. But like I said, there's a part of you that wants to hold on to it to prove something. And you're going to be challenged to figure out how to, like, let that go. There's nothing to prove. Sometimes things just don't work because they don't. You know? Or sometimes you just don't agree because you can't. And self-respect, part of that is definitely knowing when you've done enough, right? Knowing when you've done enough, because once you've done enough, if you do more, you're only overexerting yourself, right? Doing enough means that you did what you could, you tried your best, and that's it. You did what was necessary, right? And if things just still can't be resolved after that, like I said, it's just a matter of things just not being, you know, it's just not working out. Ooh. Okay, let's get some more cards. I want you to elaborate further, Spirit. Let me get some more details. Five of Cups. Yeah, many of you have a tendency to overly focus on what goes wrong. The Tower. I see. One more card, please. And of course, we're going to get some, do we need advice? I feel like I can come up with advice without pulling cards. One more card, please. Yeah. Ace of Wands, right? Renewal. Being renewed. Yeah. The World. The world is at your feet. OMG. Your oyster. I'm getting that here because I just looked at this foot. You know what I'm saying? The world is at your feet. With this, so we have, like I said, Five of Cups, the Tower, Ace of Wands. All right. Five of Cups, I feel like, says it all, right? You focus too much on the things that have gone wrong, okay? You internalize it and you focus, and you don't really allow yourself to see the brighter side of things, right? It's like a hyper focus is what I'm seeing, and in a lot of ways you you break your own heart over and over and over again. And it's because you want to solve the problem. I understand. You want to solve the problem. Whatever you feel that problem is, you just want to solve it. And that's where this Five of Swords comes in. It's like, because you're so hyper focused on solving this problem instead of letting things go, you're not really seeing. It's like with this tower here, it's like you're not letting the tower be the tower, right? And by that I mean, the tower is an opportunity to start over. Well, I wouldn't even say it's an opportunity. It is, but more so, it is an opportunity that is forced upon us, right? Like I said, in a Five of Swords situation, the only resolution is to just let it go, right? Agree to disagree. But when you challenge that, right, and you hold on to a situation and you don't want to agree to disagree, you want to force a resolution. In a lot of ways, you're not allowing the tower to you're not allowing the tower to do what it needs to do, right? You're not allowing the tower to fall, okay? So your challenge 2022, I'm seeing, is you recognizing when a tower moment is happening and recognizing that a tower moment is needed. Tower moments are happening because you on your own did not make the decision to end something, right? Something has overstayed its welcome, and the universe, there is now a situation via the universe that it's like it gives you a way out, right? It forces you out. This could be, I mean, there's so many different examples of different tower moments, like getting fired or you know, it's a lot, okay? But yeah, it's like when you are trying to hold on and force a solution, right? You want to force a solution, or you're really adamant, we need a solution, and sometimes the solution is for it to end, right? And that's the hardest thing, that sometimes the solution is for it to end, because in a lot of ways we are taught that solutions keep things alive, solutions keep things going, but in all honesty, the only thing a solution keeps going is the progress, right? Your personal progress, or the personal progress of everyone involved. But that doesn't mean the actual situation itself has to be maintained. And so, yeah, like I was saying, you hold on to these things and you don't allow your tower to crumble. And so this is really just about recognizing when it's like, yeah, learning to recognize when something ends, pretty much. But this Ace of Wands is the most intriguing to me, because this is about you I don't know how to explain this. This is about allowing yourself to be reignited, okay? Because what I see with this wand, or with this Ace of Wands, is that you'll be handed this wand, all right? This tower moment is going to tries to happen, and as this tower moment tries to happen, a wand presents itself to you, a new opportunity, a new whatever, right? And it's waiting in the background, and you see this wand and you ignore it in favor of keeping this tower together, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just like, this could be a lot about taking on new projects. This could be about getting out your comfort zone, trying new things. But it's just something about this, about you were kind of rejecting or not allowing yourself to be reignited in different ways. Finding new passions. You know, the possibilities. I'm seeing just somebody not open to the possibilities, okay? you just hyper focus on the negative or what's gone wrong. And yeah, this could be Gemini or Libra, possibly. If you're a fire sign, I definitely feel Aries and Sagittarius. Signs don't matter. I like to practice calling them out. That's the only way you get really good at it. But yeah, it just seems like you need to learn how to move on from things that are just draining you, you know, stressing you out. I see lots of stress, right? I see somebody running around putting scotch tape over bricks to keep them in the wall, and the tower's trying to fall, and you're just still putting tape on everything. It's not gonna work. You gotta let things go, right? You can't solve everything, and not everything's meant to be solved. But also, sometimes the solution is to just go separate ways. But yeah, that's all I really have for you today, Group 1. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading and you resonated. And if you did, go ahead and click that thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post new videos. Also, I am open for private readings if you're interested in getting a personal reading done by yours truly. All of my readings are delivered via email, typed via email within 72 hours. So, see ya. Bye. Two, you've chosen this blue crystal. Let's go ahead and get into your reading and see what is your 2022 challenge. Now, last group's reading was not very long, so I'm assuming yours won't be. That's okay. We're not trying to be here all night, you know what I'm saying? Group 2. What is your challenge 2022? We have Knight of Wands, we have Seven of Pentacles. Ooh. Some of you have issues with patience. One more card, please, Spirit. Uh-oh. What is Group 2's challenge in 2021? Just one more card. This Ten of Swords wants to come out. And then we have a Nine of Swords here. Some of you seem to rush into things, right? Some of you seem to rush into things. You don't take your time. I'm not really saying this having to do specifically with relationships, but I know for some of you this does have to do with relationships. But apply it as it resonates, okay? But I'm seeing somebody who literally doesn't really take the time to read situations, okay? And with this Nine of Swords here, I think this is about red flags, right? Because you rush in, you don't really take the time to take note of the red flags. And it's kind of like, oh, I wish I could remember that quote, but it's like, you know, when something starts quickly, it ends quickly, right? That's what I see with this Ten of Swords. Because you aren't able to, or you're not allowing yourself to discern these red flags or see these warnings, or, you know, because you're not moving cautiously, you seem to get into situations that don't have longevity, and they end up ending quickly. Okay. Yeah. For some of you with this Knight of Wands, it definitely has to do with relationships, right? You could be the type of person that gets rose-colored glasses very easily. You can fall in love like head over heels easily when you like somebody, right? It just gets blown out of proportion, and now you're in love. You want to get married. For others of you, this could have to do with creative projects, or like commitments, right? You take on projects, or you take on these commitments without properly vetting what's needed of you, without considering maybe the budget or what resources are needed, or the practical aspects of it, right? I mean, regardless of how this resonates for you, you get what I'm saying. You're not allowing yourself to take the time to really hold on. What is this? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages. But yeah, I forgot where I left off. But yeah, your challenge in 2022 is going to be slowing down. Slowing down so you can really assess the situations that you find yourself in. Or assess situations or opportunities that are presented to you so that you can move forward in a more productive way, right? So that when you do start something, you can get the most out of it, instead of things having to end short, or instead of you having to disappoint people because you are, you know, excited. It looks like you could be one of those people just very excited, very passionate. An idea just takes hold of you, and you want to put it into action right away. But yeah, your challenge is to slow down. Let yourself plan things, right? My personal advice is to allow yourself to get excited for the planning, right? And I mean, you have to approach that the best way for you. But, you know, allow yourself to get excited for the planning part, you know, the brainstorming. Once you fall in love with that, your only challenge then at that point is getting out of that aspect of the process. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my little 2 cents. But let's get some more cards, group 2. Tell me more. Can we elaborate, Spirit? Page of Swords wants to come out. Knight of Cups. Consideration. 8 of Cups. Right? Your challenge is learning how to evaluate with this 8 of Cups here, right? When I see this Temperance, right, you have the Page of Swords, Temperance, Knight of Cups. But this Temperance, I'm seeing you, your challenge is learning how to have that balance between action and inaction, right? How much effort to put in versus how much, or how much, I don't know. I mean, because even planning is action being put in, but I guess learning how to plan or prep and take action, right? and how to do those in tandem. When to start one and when to stop another. That's nice. Well, this Page of Swords, this one is a little odd to me, but I guess this is about slowing down. Pages are also, to me, children or teenagers. They are people who still have more to learn. And so I think this is really about, because it's like you're here with this Knight of Wands, but then you're asked to do this Page of Swords. So I think it's like Spirit is asking you to just take a step back. Sometimes, like, yes, you can approach this with this Knight of Wands energy. You're passionate, you're excited, but then, like I said, that part of you that has that balance between action and inaction, you get excited and then you say, okay, you step back and you vet, you watch, you wait, you take notes, right? Strategy. This is about strategy, right? Taking your time. With this Knight of Cups, like I said, this is about consideration, right? Considering the longevity of something. How possible is it for it to last? Will it end quickly and abruptly? And if it does end, this is also about loss, right? You're going to be learning how to consider whether or not something will be a loss to you or will be a gain to you. Like I said, over here with this Nine of Swords, the red flags, right? Do you see the warnings? And of course, it's Eight of Cups here. Like I said, reevaluation. Should you walk away from it? Is this an opportunity worth taking advantage of or not? This is super straightforward to me, group 2. You could be a fire sign with a lot of air placements or air sign with a lot of fire placements. But either way, I'm seeing that you are somebody who does have, you do have a tendency to just move very quickly without thinking things through. And I mean, there really aren't any cups out here except for the Eight of Cups. This could also be about introspection, right? So I feel like with this Eight of Cups, you're going to be looking back at other things that you've done in the past. I don't know. I feel like it's more like it's also you learning from the past, right? Looking back at the things that have happened, that you have done, and using those memories to kind of shape, or using those experiences to shape how you approach things moving forward. Yeah, this is just really about taking that consideration about whether or not something can really work for you or not, group 2. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it there because it was super straightforward. If you did resonate with this reading or you just enjoyed it, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also feel free to comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Lastly, I am open for personal private readings. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do that in the description box. There's a link, or you can send me an email, and all of my readings are delivered via email, written, and delivered within 72 hours. So yeah, go ahead and check that out if you're interested. I'll see you at the next reading. Bye, group 2. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You've chosen this clear quartz. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. What can you expect to be your challenge in the year 2022, okay? What will be your challenge in the year 2022? We are going to get to use 2 different decks today. This reading may not be that long, but that's okay. Nobody's trying to be here all day. So, let's see. Group 3, Spirit. Deep breath. What is group threes? What is group threes? Okay, seven of swords. Spirit wants to give me that. I didn't even shuffle really, and that popped out. 7 of swords. What is group three's 2022 challenge, Spirit? Queen of Wands. Four of Wands. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is interesting, group 3. I feel like yours is a little complicated, I think. This feels like... Do you mind? I need to clarify these. Because what's interesting here is there is another person. There's another person. Five of Wands. I definitely want to say, first of all, I'm getting lots of themes about knowing your enemies, right? Knowing your enemies. Who is for you and who is not, okay? You could have frenemies, right? You could have frenemies where, there are people in your circle smile in your face, but really they're trying to, keep you from succeeding, or they're trying to find out ways to hinder your progress. Some of these people may want to figure out how to do what you do, right? Better than you, or take it from you. Something like that. It's not good, okay? So obviously this is about trust, but I need more information. This is about defending yourself. Hands. Hands. Somebody gonna get the hands. Get them hands. Because even with these wands, I kept looking at these hands and then seeing wands as hands. 4 hands. 3 of Cups. Ooh. This is about a squad, right? This is about loyalty. I can't. I'm feeling too much. 3 of Coins. So there's something very interesting here. This is about your community, right? Or just your communal life, right? Your social life, the aspect of your life that involves the other people that you interact with, whether you love them or not. Oh, this is not 5 of Wands, this is 4 of Wands, right? So it's like you're going to learn how to, or your challenge will really be about putting your own happiness first, right? And the way you do that, I'm seeing, is going to be through learning how to discern when when someone or something does not have your best interests at play, right? With the Seven of Swords over this Four of Wands, like I said, I'm seeing somebody trying to hinder your happiness, trying to destroy your happiness or take your happiness from you for whatever reason, okay? And it's interesting because, like I said, they're trying to keep you from discovering what you need to discover. They're trying to keep you from shining. Notice how this person here, this skeleton, he has a torch in his hand to illuminate the pathway. And all these swords, you know, there's all these swords coming from, you know, around him, but only one pierces through the center of his chest, and it is piercing him from the back, right? So it's like they don't want you to see them coming. They don't want you, or like basically, I mean, that does represent literally something happening behind your back that you don't see coming, but also people having an issue with your light, right? Having an issue with the path you're taking and what you may discover on that path. Like trailing behind you so when your torch does light up something, they can see it too and then kill you so that they can take what you just discovered. Okay? But like I said, this skeleton holding this torch is also next to this Queen of Wands. And so to me, this is also literally about whoever your enemies or frenemies are, shining a light up to you so that they can see how you move, right? Somebody could be spying on you, or just doing weird research, or just being extra nosy. Somebody's all up in your business, and they don't have your best interest in heart, baby. And I think your challenge is going to be about not only discovering who these people or this person is, but putting it into it and putting yourself first and prioritizing your happiness. The world here that's underneath this Queen of Wands, like, to me, this is really about you sorry, I am getting distracted. But the world to me is really about you prioritizing your own happiness and I already said that, but it is about realizing that you can have what you want and you can go get what you want, and whatever is holding you back currently or in the past, or I guess currently, it's you realizing that there's no reason to fear leaving that in the past, because something great is going to come from the future or come into the present. It's really just about putting yourself forward. And I also see with the Four of Wands and this Three of Cups here, I mean, you have Four of Wands twice and Three of Cups. I feel like this is about you, like I said, realizing who really is for your happiness, who really does have your best interest at heart. I see your challenge next year will include, making your circle smaller, even cutting people off. You could literally end up with just 2 or 3 friends, is what I'm seeing, or people that you interact with regularly on a personal level. And it really does just have to do with protecting your energy, protecting your peace of mind. This King of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, that is definitely about discernment to me. This is a strategist, right? The King of Swords, he's a strategist. And so this is about you kind of learning how to peep game and put up the barriers you need to, but also definitely getting like secretive energy, learning how to keep things to yourself, especially from people that you get weird energy from. I'm also seeing you learning how to allow people to show you who they are, because to me, the King of Swords, because he is a strategist, I see him always at the edge of his seat, ready to make his next move. He's not hasty, but he's ready all the time. And so this This is about you just being a bit more defensive. Yeah. And like I said, keeping an eye on people, watching them, allowing them to show you who they are, and then you learning to act accordingly, okay? But not giving them too much. Not giving them too much of your energy, only when necessary, right? Very discerning. A very discerning energy. Three of Coins. Three of Coins. I really do see this as another emphasis of you focusing on yourself, okay? But it's like a rebuild. I'm so sorry for that long pause. I literally got deep in thought. But yeah, this Three of Coins is... This Three of Coins is about you allowing yourself to just focus on what you can build for yourself. Four of Wands, to me, I always think also sometimes about a house, right? Like a newlywed couple moving into their first house together. It's like the start of foundations, right? Healthy foundations. You are going to learn how to have healthier connections, right? Where people aren't competing with you or scheming against you, or, you know what I'm saying, all that haterade. We don't need none of that, okay? But super sorry for the pauses, group 3. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If this video was enjoyable or it resonated, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. And if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you so much, group 3. Oh, also, I am open for private readings. If you would like to book with me, you can do that by clicking the link in the description box or sending me an email. All of my readings are delivered within 72 hours via email, typed/written. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. It's on my website, or you can email me. I will catch y'all at the next reading. Bye, group 3.